I call the member for Maitland.
Thank you, Mr. Temporary Speaker. I rise to join my voice to the apology to you, you brave individuals who stood up and continue to stand up against the bullying and intimidation of people in the LGBTQIA community. It's not just bullying and intimidation though, it's discrimination and, more importantly, state-sanctioned abuse of people that we are here to apologise for. And I thank my colleagues who have outlined so eloquently and articulately the events of that night, the trauma that you underwent. And I don't wish to add to that. I merely wish to pay my respects to all of you who underwent that trauma and to thank you for what you did on that night and in the many nights since then. I was just 7 years old in 1978. I wasn't there, but it was something that, obviously, I just wanted to pass on to you that it is something that had a profound influence on people very close to me. My parents always made efforts, and I think probably influenced by that night, to ensure that in our family we were able to provide a safe space for people who were lesbians, gays, etc. And that was really about a safe place, a free place for all of our friends. And I remember as a 15-year-old girl, my older sister had a friend who had a girlfriend who was a lesbian. And she used to spend days and days and days at our house because she was too scared to go home with her partner at 20, at 21, at 25, at 28. And I just saw that as something that was so wrong. And for my parents to provide that space for her to have that relationship, to have the acceptance of a family when she couldn't find it in her home family, was really inspiring to me. I also remember another friend of mine at school who no one knew that Tony was gay for years. And one time I found out, I read something and I realised that one of my dearest friends was gay. And he had never told me this. He had told one other person in the school because he was so frightened of the bullying and the intimidation that he would receive. Now, I've got red hair. I got bullied at school. I understand that. But I didn't have the pressure of the government, of the church, of family, of every other social structure in my life telling me that I was wrong. So I can't understand that. But I can say to you that I really believe that we need to have programs like Safe Schools in our state. And that school has got to be a safe place for every student, no matter what your background, no matter what your beliefs, no matter who you are, anything. And that is a program that we need to support. And for that reason too, I want our governments to have a clear message and to actually act on marriage equality. Because a plebiscite takes that straight back. Because if we don't train our kids, we don't train them in the schools to understand about the need for equality, the need for freedom of expression, of that most important thing to every human in this world, love. If we don't explain that, and then our federal leaders do not show the leadership to actually make a decision and leave it up to people who think it is okay to persecute others, who think it's okay to do division and to spread division and persecution in our community, then we have lost so much ground. So much ground that you set back in 1978. I really urge you to continue your fight, and I pledge my support for your fight, and I will work at whatever level in my community, in this place, and in the broader society to work for equality. And I thank you for your efforts and your inspiration of me, and I offer an apology on behalf of all of us as well, but most importantly my apology, because although I have never done anything to discriminate against any of you. The fact that I have lived in a society that has done that is a really bad thing, and I do not want to have any part of that society. So I apologise unreservedly. Thank you.